So let us begin. Okay. So we have shown that L is contained in M. Now we are showing that M is contained in L. So we are saying that K is not in M. So then we will show that K is not in M. Okay. So here, so we have shown that what was our K. Just 1 minute. Just let us write this. Okay. So K was L was this set. No, L is actually f of G,
of G.
and M is this set. M is the set K in K such that P of K is Q of K. So we have shown that L is subset of M. L is subset of M. This we have seen. Now we see that M is a subset of L. Okay. So we are saying that choose K not in M. Choose K not in M. Okay. Means what? Means on this K, P of K is not equal to Q of K. P of K is not equal to Q of K. Now by definition of P, so this means what? Choose K in K, P of K is not equal to Q of K. P of K is not equal to K. What does then it mean? P of K not equal to Q of K. So we want to show that this K is not also in L. P of K is not equal to P of K. So we have to just show that K is not in L. So we show that K is not in L. We show that K does not belong to L. So K not in L, when it would happen? It would happen that KL is not equal to L. अगर हम ये शो कर दें KL is not equal to L, तो K जो है वो L में नहीं होगा, है ना? KL is not L. KL is not L. और P of K not equal to Q of K से हमें क्या मिलेगा? So we have to show that KL is not equal to L. Okay. K not. I am stuck here. मुझे यहाँ थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. So I don't know how to get this. I don't know how to get this. For the moment, I will explain it maybe in the next class. Okay?
Yes, sir.
For the moment, let us assume that L is, and L is same as M. L is same as M. थोड़ा zoom कर लेते हैं इसको. M and L they are same. Now now for any G in G, f of G belongs to L. है ना? F of G belongs to L because L is the image of this mapping L. So this means f of G also belongs to M, belongs to L, which is M.
सर हमें यहाँ पे चूज करना था शायद के इज नॉट इन एल, दिखाना था के एम में भी नहीं है, फिर मतलब एम ये एल।
हाँ हाँ, के L में नहीं है. हम दिखाना चाह रहे हैं ना हम दिखाना चाह रहे हैं L is contained in M.
सर वही है ना, तो हमें फिर पहले एल में लेना है ना, के डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एल, फिर दिखाना हो के डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एम।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक 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 ठीक. यू आर राइट. तो हमें चूज करना. अगर हम उल्टा जाएंगे तो हम कहेंगे अगर हम L में नहीं लेते हैं तो वो M में भी नहीं है ना.
यस सर।
तो चूज, तो देखते हैं एक मिनट. चूज
के डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एल।
K does not belong to L. ओके.
हमें दिखाना है फिर के डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एम।
तो K L में नहीं है तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? K
के
L,
एम में भी नहीं है तो मतलब। यस सर।
जब K L में नहीं है तो K L इज नॉट इक्वल टू L, है ना.
यस सर।
तो अभी आ जाएगा मुझे लगता है. सो नाउ P K of L by definition is it is K L, but which is not equal to L, and L is what? G of A by definition, and A is also actually Pk of A. So G of Pk of A, but this A is also G inverse L. So it is G of Pk of G inverse of L, but the whole thing is actually Qk of L. This is actually Qk. So it is Qk of L. So Pk of L is not equal to Qk of L. So it means thus Pk is not equal to Qk. So thus Pk is not equal to Qk. So if so this means what? It means K is not in M, because M में तो वो K है जहाँ Pk और Qk आपस में same है. So thus K is not in M. So this means K in M. This means K in M implies K in L. So M is contained in L. Yes, you are true. So L and M they are same now. We have done this. Now let G belonging to G, then f of G belong to L. L is same as M. So then if you take Pf of G, Pf of G, now f of G is in L and L is same as M. So therefore Pf of G has to be same as Qf of G by definition of M. Pf of G, sorry, small g is same as Qf of G because G is in M. This f of G is in f of G is in M. Here it is small g. So this means what? This means actually P composition f of G is same as Q composition f of G. So P composition F is same as Q composition F, and F is EP. F is EP. So therefore, since F is EP, P is same as Q. P is same as Q. So this means what? This means P of A equals Q of A. अगर अगर दोनों सेम है तो A पे भी सेम होंगे, लेकिन A पे सेम है तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? P, then A has to be in L, but then A has to be in L, a contradiction, because we are choosing A in K minus L, a contradiction. So hence K is a subset of L, hence K is a subset of L, so K is same as L, hence F is onto, hence F is onto. So in group category, epimorphisms are precisely surjective morphisms. But EPs are not surjective in the categories ring, monoids, and SRP. These are the outstanding categories where you have non-surjective EPs. So our next result is actually this one. Proposition in the category ring, RNG, rings, monoid category, semi-group category, you can say. EPs are not surjective. Epimorphisms are not necessarily surjective, not necessarily surjective. Okay, so let us see how we do this. So we have to find an example of an epimorphism in these categories, which is not surjective. So proof, we will construct an example in ring, and that would also be an example in mon and semi group, because if you remove the additive structure of a ring, then it can be a mon and it can be also a semi group. So just see in ring, it automatically implies in mon and semi group. Now consider the natural inclusion map, natural inclusion F from the ring of integers to the ring of rational numbers, where Z is the ring of integers, where Z is the ring of integers, and Q is the ring of rational numbers. Q is the ring of rational numbers. We know that inclusion maps are not surjective mappings. Then F is not surjective. We show that this is an epimorphism. We show that F is an epimorphism. F is an epimorphism. So for this, let choose any pair of morphism GH from Q to any ring R, be a pair of ring homomorphism be a pair of morphisms, be a pair of morphisms such that G composition F, or you can say H composition F is G composition F. This means what? This means H composition F of n is equal to G composition F of n for all n in Z. So they are agreeing on integers, but we have to show that. But this is the inclusion mapping. No, F is an inclusion mapping. So F acting on n is n itself. F acting on n is n. So this means what? G of F of n is H of F of n for all n in Z. F of n is n. So this means actually G of n is H of n for all n. So on integers they are same, but we have to show that they are also same on naturals. Oh, sorry, the fractions, rational numbers. And we would exploit this fact that on integers they are same to get that they are same on rationals. Now choose any rational number then. Let let n by m belonging to Q, where n and m they are integers and m is non-zero, of course. Then see h now see h of n by m. So you can write it as h of n and then 1 by m. Now h is a morphism, so you can write it h of n, h of 1 by m. Now h of 1 you can also write because h of 1 is 1. Now on integers they are same, so this means what? H of n is same as g of n, and h of 1 by m. Now h of 1 is also g of 1 because 1 is an integer. Okay. Now this thing you can write as g of n, h of 1 by m. Now g of 1 you can write as g of m by m. Okay. Again apply the fact that g is a morphism. So g of n, h of 1 by m, then g of m, g of 1 by m, g of m, g of 1 by m. Now g of m is same as h of m, so this is g of n, h of 1 by m, h of m, and then g of 1 by m, g of 1 by m. Now you can bring h here, so h of m by m would be h of 1. So this is g of n, h of 1, h of 1, g of 1 by m. Okay. Now h of 1 is same as g of 1. So it is equal to g of n, g of 1, g of 1 by m. Okay, so g of 1 is 1, so g of it would be g of n, g of 1 by m. Again g is a morphism, so it is g of n by m. Okay, so on rationals they are also same. G of n by m is same as, sorry, h of n by m is same as g of n by m. So thus g is same as h on q. Okay, hence F is EP. Hence F is EP. So there is a non-surjective EP in ring, and this is also a EP in monoid as well as semi-groups. By disregarding the additive structure, because we are not using the additive structure actually here in whole of the computation, we are not using the additive structure. So by disregarding the additive structure, this is also an example of non-surjective EP in mon and semigroup. This is also eh, an example of non-surjective EP in mon and in semigroup also. So in these categories, we have non-surjective epimorphisms. Now I will end this lecture with an exercise for you. It is similar sort of that we did for monos. So exercise, identimorphism is an epimorphism. First, identity morphism is always EP. Second, composite of EPs is EP. Composite of EPs is also EP. And third, faithful functor reflects EPs. Faithful functors reflect EPs. So I hope you will do these exercise. Okay. So you have question, then ask please. Then I will stop this lecture. Yes. हाँ भाई उज़ेर शाह बोलो.
नो सर ठीक है.
Okay, so see you in the next lecture then. Okay, we stop here.